Oh, hey there.
Hi. What were you just doing before that?
I don't know.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bradley.
I'm Kate.
This is the History Buffoons.
Yes.
Welcome to another History Buffoons.
How are you?
I am well. How are you? I'm warm, but I am well.
Yes, we have the fan going on high.
I apologize. I'll do my best to edit as much as that sound out as possible. But, oh my God, I would die otherwise. I would not make it to the end of the episode. So,
And we need that.
My apologies. We're back up at your house to record after a couple episodes at the pod left, I believe, right?
Yep.
Sounds right. So yeah. What do you got for us today? So
I'm about to go on vacation.
Yeah, with your family.
To South Dakota.
Sure am.
How would you say that in Scotty? South Dakota?
No, that's fucking Cornhusker.
No, it ain't.
Do you want to know how I would say it, Scotty?
Yeah.
South Dakota. Jesus fuck.
South Dakota.
However, it's funny that you say that though. I know I told you this. I might have told it on the podcast. If I have, I apologize. Probably no one's heard it, but that's okay. I was working for our local furniture company at one point, and I was a mattress store manager, and this lady came in visiting some family, and she's from Oregon. And I know you have tried to correct me on Oregon before, but fuck all y'all. I'll say it the way I fucking want. It's Oregon, not Oregon.
Oregon.
No, I have those inside my body. Oregon's a state.
We have organs, not Oregon.
Okay. You said it was Oregon.
So, because I'm about to go on vacation to South Dakota, there's a place that I want to visit. And that place is what this is going to be about. It is about the history of Deadwood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the show Deadwood?
I love that show.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking Timothy Olyphant, national treasure.
Ian McShane.
Oh my God. It's
amazing.
Did you also know that, what's her name? Trixie?
Mm-hmm.
She was, which one of the Earp wives in Tombstone?
Was she?
Yeah. Anywho's.
Yeah. I told my parents to watch it years ago, and they couldn't get past the profanity because there's a lot of profanity.
Well, in all fairness, they said that about our podcast too.
There's a lot of profanity.
I mean, am I fucking right? Anyways, all right. Well, we'll get into Deadwood in a moment. We are going to try Toppling Goliath Hazy Day Sioux. We saw this a little bit ago. I remember seeing this like, oh, we should try that one because I've never had this one before. So we got a 6-pack to share. She's got one. I got 5 so far. We'll see if she gets another one. I don't guarantee it. Depends on how long we talk about Deadwood. But here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's fucking good. What do you think of it? Because I know you're not a huge IPA person.
I think I like it.
Something reminds me of the Life commercial. I think Mikey likes it, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I think it's good.
You also have a backup shandy.
I do have a shandy just in case. Yeah. Okay, so.
All right.
By July of 1876, nearly $1 million worth of gold back then had already been pulled from the creeks around a town that technically shouldn't exist.
Correct.
$1 million worth of gold in 1876 was about $29 to $31 million today.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So gold was selling for about $20 an ounce, which would be about $600 today.
Jesus.
At the time. And once word got out how much was being found in the Black Hills of South Dakota, people across the country started convincing themselves that they were going to be the lucky ones,
of course,
to become rich.
Yeah. It was, all the gold rush stuff, like whether it be California, South Dakota, whatever, Colorado, doesn't matter. They're like, there's gold in them, their hills.
Yeah.
So, and those people thought they were going to be the lucky one to find their plot. And it's going to be all right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the problem was that the town of Deadwood sat on Lakota land, protected under the Fort Laramie Treaty of 1868.
Right.
Now, this was an agreement between the U.S. government and the Plains tribes,
correct,
including the Lakota Sioux.
There we go.
Wow. That officially recognized a massive area of land, including the Black Hills, as Lakota territory.
Right, but the government's never done anything shady. So
yeah.
We're good.
So in exchange, the Lakota agreed to stop attacks on settlers and allow safer travel along certain routes.
Okay.
The treaty specifically prohibited white settlements inside the Black Hills unless approved by the Lakota themselves.
Gotcha.
And for a short time, the government attempted to honor, but then gold was discovered.
And the government's like, we could use that.
Kidding.
They don't use it. Let's us take it.
So legally, white settlement wasn't supposed to happen here.
Nope.
There was no official government, no properly organized town structure.
Yeah, it was like lawlessness.
Yes, there was no court system, no sheriff, no authority.
I don't know. Ian McShane's character, who is based off a real person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He seemed to kind of.
Do you remember his name?
I've been mulling it over in my brain. I'm drawing a blank.
I can give you his first name if you can try his last name.
All right, go ahead.
Al.
Yep, I have it. It's at the tip of my tongue.
Swearengen.
Swearengen. I love that Chinaman guy in that show. Swearengen. Yeah.
So
he was so great.
So the nearest railroad sat more than 200 miles away. It's in Sidney, Nebraska, which meant that every wagon, every tool, barrel of whiskey, mining supply, ounce of gold had to move in and out through rough country, which could be dangerous on a good day.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
So, and somehow, despite all of that, thousands of people crowded themselves into this narrow, muddy canyon.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. It was basically a canyon that ran.
They called it a gulch.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you remember when my birthday is?
September 25th.
Yeah. Do you know what I did on my birthday, September 25th, 2017?
No.
I hung out in Deadwood.
Did you?
Yeah.
We'll be there for the beginning of my brother's 50th. Yeah. He turns 50 on the 7th, and I think they're leaving from Deadwood or from that area on the 6th.
So are you actually going to get to go spend some time in Deadwood?
Oh, I'm gonna.
Okay, good. Because it's
whether they want to go or not, I'm going to make Nathan go with me.
Obviously, it's a lot different from what we're talking about.
For sure.
But I thought it was a cool little town and whatever. So
it's only like 1,300 people.
Yeah, it's really not very big. But I don't know. There's something about it. There's casinos and shit. So, but I liked it. It was pretty neat.
So historians still argue how many people were actually there because the town grew so fast and nobody really kept track. Mm-hmm. Some estimates place the population around 5,000, while others push it closer to 25,000.
Oh, wow.
Either way, buildings appeared almost overnight.
Right.
Entire sections of town seemed to materialize between sunrise and sunset as workers hammered together pine boards as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Now that I got the beer going, I'm burping.
Yeah.
By the end of 1876, Deadwood already had 170 businesses jammed into the gulch.
That's crazy, right?
So I did specify what a gulch was. It's a deep V-shaped valley or ravine carved out by erosion. Mm-hmm. It typically has steep walls and features a fast-flowing stream or a dry creek bed at the bottom.
Right.
And it's used commonly in the English language and is often used interchangeably with the word ravine.
Right.
Yeah. So there were saloons and gambling halls and butcher shops and hotels and restaurants and brothels and blacksmiths and laundries and barbershops and theaters and supply stores, all charging prices that could cause physical pain.
Yeah. Well, because you either cart it in, horse it in, whatever you want to do, which could be
ask
treacherous.
Alaskans and Hawaiians. All of that shit is extra expensive because of how far it takes to ship all that crap.
You've never been to Hawaii, you said, or correct?
No, but I have Alaska.
Right. I have not been to Alaska.
Yeah.
Man, and I was in Hawaii 28 years ago, 29 years ago, whatever. You know how much a fucking Happy Meal or whatever, or just a extra value meal or whatever the fuck they were called back then cost there? It was insane.
Yeah.
And everything had pineapple on it.
Oh.
I don't like cooked pineapple. I like cold pineapple.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So even a crude little 2-room cabin could rent for $25 to $40 a month, which would be about $725 to $1,200 per month.
Oh, that's actually pretty
It doesn't
cheap.
seem that bad, yeah.
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah, unless my math is wrong, which is entirely possible.
Because we actually had a comment. I don't remember if I told you this. I've been meaning to ask you about one of your, like, it was this and then it was this today.
Oh, the inflation?
Yeah, and they're like, basically the math isn't mathing. Like, how'd you get to that? I'm like, I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
Oh, shit.
So maybe it was a mistake. Maybe you transposed a decimal or something.
Something.
I've been meaning to ask you about that. I keep forgetting because I even responded to the comments. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask her. Anyways, but yeah, either way.
Yeah. So in one of the most.
Sorry, just
that's okay.
And that we're buffoons. I mean,
take us with a grain of salt.
Or if it was you, a whole fucking block. But either way,
I do like salt.
Well, yeah.
So, one of the interesting things about Deadwood is the town somehow managed to establish 3 sawmills before it ever had any law enforcement.
That's not surprising to me.
You don't think so?
I watched the show. No, no, it's not surprising because, again, this was like an unsanctioned town in the Lakota territory, so you can't have official United States law here.
Yeah,
and it's just people like, yeah, I'm gonna build here. What are you gonna build with? Laws or fucking wood?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually started researching the history of Mount Rushmore.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I got bored. So I'm like...
It's 4 heads on a mountain.
Rerouting.
That was bad.
I know.
That was just awful.
Okay. So even the name Deadwood came from the landscape. So the gulch was filled with gray, dead timber standing along the hillsides above Whitewood Creek and Deadwood Creek, which met down at the canyon floor.
Okay.
So prospectors discovered gold in those creek beds during the fall of 1875, and by the next spring, 7 separate mining camps had sprung up almost simultaneously along the gulch.
Oh, yeah. And they're probably laying claim to their plots and whatever.
So places with names like Montana City, Fountain City, South Deadwood, Ingleside, Cleveland, and Elizabethtown eventually all merged together into one boomtown.
Yeah.
Squeezed tightly between steep forested hillsides with no room left to grow.
Sure.
So.
Well, yeah, you're pretty landlocked in a gulch. I mean, you can only go so far to those walls, basically.
Yeah, before you start climbing mountains.
Okay.
But the main street itself barely served as even a road. In the early days, it was basically a muddy trail hacked through with the brush.
Right.
Some sections were wide enough for wagons to move through comfortably, while others turned into like bottlenecks full of stuck horses, broken wheels, and probably a bunch of profanity.
Fuck.
Yeah. Somehow on that muddy strip of chaos, one of the most famous communities in American history, frontier history, assembled itself in a matter of months.
Right.
The people arriving in Deadwood weren't just random drifters blindly coming into the wilderness
and being like, oh, hey, what's this?
A lot of them were experienced boomtown veterans who had already chased either earlier gold rushes through places like California, Nevada, Colorado, and Montana.
Yep.
So they understood exactly how these towns worked because they had watched other mining camps rise and collapse across the West before.
Sure.
So prospectors came searching for gold, but they were quickly followed by merchants and gamblers and cooks and blacksmiths and lawyers and prostitutes.
All the things that you need
for a town.
Yeah,
maybe not the prostitutes, but basically an entire ecosystem.
Back then, I would imagine a prostitute, it is what it is. Probably
the word of the times.
Well, it's the word of today either. I just passed one on the way here. I'm just kidding.
They call them sex workers today.
Oh, fuck off with all that politically correct shit. They're prostitutes. But if you can imagine, though, the guy to girl ratio in a town like this is going to be very high on the guy's side. So why wouldn't prostitutes go to this town? They'd make a fucking killing.
Yeah.
On their back.
So by the summer of 1876, miners had reportedly pulled nearly $4 million.
Jeez.
Approximately $120 million today.
We'll double check the math.
Worth of gold out of Deadwood Gulch alone.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but because of what it was too, is that you used to start having wealthy investors say, hey, I want you to go, I bought this plot of land, go find me gold on it.
Yeah.
Basically. But then also a lot of those people would come to keep an eye on shit.
Yeah.
Which I totally understand because they're probably hiring some pretty shady characters at the time, you know. But
so that kind of money attracted a lot more than prospectors.
Yeah.
It attracted ambitious people who realized that real fortune might not come from mining gold at all, but from selling things to the miners chasing after it.
Right. No, it's huge.
One printer hauled an entire printing press north from Denver after hearing rumors that the northern diggings were richer than expected. On June 8th, that's coming up.
You're going to be out there. It's right after your brother's birthday.
On June 8th, 1876, the Black Hills Pioneer
premiered. Was first distributed.
Yes, it was the first issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Deadwood managed to establish a newspaper before a jail. Theater arrived almost immediately as well.
Well, are you not entertained? I mean, you have to entertain the people at night because you can only do so much. It's not like they had floodlights to turn on.
Yeah.
So they could work during the day and then well, shit, I'm going to drink and watch a play.
Yeah. So that same summer, actor and theater manager Jack Langrish.
Wow, that's way different.
Jack Langrish brought his acting company into Deadwood and opened the town's first theater.
That's crazy.
In the middle of this muddy, illegal boom town full of exhausted miners and gambling halls, audience were watching productions of plays that were also being performed in New York and London, often paying for tickets with the gold dust scooped right out of the creek beds.
Right.
Then, within a week of the theater opening, Wild Bill Hickok was murdered in the saloon next door.
So, I always forget the hand he had, but it's called the...
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
I'm trying to blank at what they call it. What is it called?
Dead Man's Hand.
Dead Man's Hand, that's it.
So on August 2nd, 1876, Wild Bill Hickok sat down in a saloon for a poker game.
Yeah, and his back was to the door.
By that point, he was already one of the most famous men in America.
Sure was.
Dime novels and newspaper stories had turned him into a frontier legend.
Yep.
Although the real man underneath that reputation was a little bit more complicated.
Complex, yeah.
Wild Bill was getting older, his eyesight was failing, and years of violence was starting to weigh heavily on him.
Sure.
But his presence in Deadwood still carried enormous weight. And people would watch him enter a room, and sometimes his reputation alone was enough to quiet a saloon.
Right.
So normally, Wild Bill Hickok, as you have said, he actually likes sitting with his back against the wall.
I do too. And it's not because of him. But it's funny because I always associate with him.
And this is where he could keep on an eye on the doors and the people coming in.
Yep.
And after years spent around gamblers and outlaws and violent men, it had become like second nature to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a kind of survival habit a person develops after spending too much time in dangerous rooms.
Right.
But on that particular afternoon, the seat he wanted was already taken.
Sure was.
Another player reportedly refused to switch places with him, and rather than argue about it, Hickok sat down with his back to the door.
Oh, I should have never done that.
The decision would become one of the most famous details in frontier history.
Yep.
A drifter named Jack McCall entered the saloon quietly sometime during the game.
Yep.
McCall had apparently lost money gambling to Hickok the night before, and according to several accounts, Wild Bill had actually offered him money for breakfast afterwards. Hickok may have intended it as a kind gesture, but McCall might have taken it as humiliation.
Yep.
Yeah. So whatever resentment had been building between the two men, it finally boiled over in the saloon.
Yep.
McCall walked up behind Hickok, pressed a revolver to the back of his head, shouted something, and fired, and Wild Bill died instantly.
It wasn't like Sic Semper Tyrannis or whatever,
like Boondock Saints?
No, I'm talking about what John Wilkes Booth said.
Oh, I didn't know he said anything.
I bet he said a lot of things.
Probably. He could probably speak. We don't know.
Was it Sic Semper Tyrannis? Is that right?
Oh, that sounds familiar. Okay.
I think that's what he said. I could be getting it wrong, but
what's it mean?
I'm gonna kill Lincoln? I have no fucking idea. It's Latin.
So the killing immediately became legendary, partly because of who Hickok was and partly because what he was supposed to have been holding while he died.
With Dead Man's Hand, yeah.
Dead Man's Hand.
It's got an ace in it, an 8 in it. Fuck. Are those two right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn
and that's the only two that are right.
What do you mean? Oh, the other ones are wrong?
It's aces and eights.
Yeah, it's just aces and eights. That's right.
Black aces and black eights.
Yeah.
The Dead Man's Hand.
So how many, was it 2 aces and 3 eights or three aces and 2 eights?
2 and 2.
Oh, so they weren't playing like five card. It was a different kind of poker?
I guess so, yeah. It was just black aces and black eights.
Right. Either way.
Yeah.
I knew it was an ace and an 8. I wasn't sure if there's other things, but yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
So, what happened after the shooting may tell you a little bit more about Deadwood.
Yeah.
At that point, Deadwood barely had a functioning legal system.
Correct.
There was no properly recognized town government.
It was more or less run by the community.
Yes. So the citizens basically improvised a murder trial on the spot.
Yeah. With certain people that were, I don't want to say running the town, but were considered
killers.
Yeah, because you had some people, because like Timothy Oliphant's character, he was based off a real person as well, was he not?
Yes. Seth Bullock.
Thank you, Jesus. And then his brother, right? Brother? They were brothers?
No.
Saul Goodman?
Soul Star.
Yeah. Fuck. It's been a minute since I've watched this. I want to watch it again.
I know, it's
such a good show. Did you watch the movie too? The follow-up. They finally made the movie.
I think I did.
I love how people are so quick. It wasn't that great. It was fucking great. It was a nice kind of fucking ending to a show that unfortunately ended way too soon because it got expensive.
Oh, is that what
It's just funny, like, it gets expensive, but yet we still have the dumb bitches on The View still on TV. It's like, why? I'd rather watch something entertaining. I'm not wrong. Fucking Joy Behar, are you kidding me? What the fuck?
Dumb bitches on The View.
They have no view. It's a one-sided view at best. It's just dumb.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
all I view is old bitches on TV.
So Langrish Theater, which had opened just days earlier, remember, was quickly turned into a courtroom.
Damn. What?
Damn bitches on The View.
That might be the title.
We can't put bitch in the title.
That's the problem.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Good. Because I'm doing my job.
So, town leaders gathered together a judge, assembled a jury, appointed attorneys, and attempted to create something resembling... Stop it. Something resembling...
a court or
yes,
courtroom or whatever, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The entire trial lasted a couple of hours.
Which is amazing that it lasted that fucking long.
McCall claimed that he had been avenging a brother supposedly killed by Hickok years earlier, although historians later found no convincing evidence that this brother even existed.
No, it's a fucking tall tale.
Somehow, despite openly murdering one of America's most famous men in front of witnesses, McCall was acquitted and told to leave town.
Yeah, it's like, all right, just get out of here.
Yeah, it's fine. What? It's fine.
We have 20 people that saw you shot him. We're just not sure. It's like, what?
We're not sure if they're telling the truth.
No, they are. We know they are. We're just not sure what to do with you. So since we don't have a jail, just fucking leave.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
So McCall eventually fled into Wyoming territory where he made...
a fatal mistake. He bragged publicly about killing Wild Bill Hickok. And federal authorities arrested him, arguing that the original Deadwood trial had no lawful jurisdiction. It didn't. You know why? Because it wasn't actually a town under government law. Yes, exactly. You dumb fuck. Yeah. So McCall was tried, convicted, and hanged on March 1877. Good for him. Yeah. What a dumb fuck. Years later, when workers relocated graves from the original cemetery, they reportedly discovered McCall's body still wearing the noose around his neck. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's a nice tie. And while Wild Bill's murder became one of the defining moments of the American West, the larger consequences mattered just as much historically. I mean, more or less, it's like, and this would have been before it, right? It's like what do we want to call it? Is that considered Midwest? Is it still considered Midwest? Yeah. It's like the Midwest version of the OK Corral, basically, which happened in Tombstone. Mm-hmm. You know that, right? Mm-mm. Wait, what? No? Is the OK Corral it sounds like a carousel or something. It is. No, it's not. Horses go up and down. No, it's not. You don't... I know your sarcasm sometimes. All right, that's... Another time. Yeah. Okay. So the federal government's involvement after the killing helped accelerate the push for real law and formal authority inside Deadwood. Right. So the town could no longer survive entirely on improvised justice and... on its own. Politics and... Yeah. So... Yes. One of the men arriving in Deadwood during this exact period was Seth Bullock. Correct. So although unlike the mythology that later surrounded him, Bullock did not originally come west planning to become a legendary frontier lawman. No, he left that to just go do business. Yes. And set up shop. That's what he intended to do. And he was one of those people taking advantage of all the fucking... Mm-hmm. You need a shovel? Yep. I gotcha. Yep. $800. No, whatever. I don't know obviously what it was, but he arrived in Deadwood the day before Wild Bill was shot. Yeah. He came to sell hardware. Correct. Yeah. So hardware store. That's what it was, more or less. Bullock had previously served as a sheriff in Montana, but by the time he rolled into Deadwood alongside his partner, Sol Star, he was focused on business, not law. Correct. So their wagon carried mining tools and cookware and nails and supplies and household goods because they needed the fundamentals in this boomtown. Yeah. And miners chasing fortunes needed frying pans and boots and soap and chamber pots. Did the boots have the fur? Boots with the fur. In Deadwood, everybody needed everything. Well,
so why not bring a business there to do that?
No, I mean, he saw an opportunity. Him and his partner Saul took it, and he got forced into his previous occupation.
Yes,
more or less.
Because with the chaos of Wild Bill dying the day before he gets there,
after
he gets there, the day after he gets there,
say it one more time.
He gets pushed almost immediately into law enforcement.
Yeah.
So people who knew him described him as physically imposing, serious, and intense enough to make people reconsider their decisions.
If he looks anything like Timothy Olyphant, I agree. I love Timothy Olyphant. He's so pretty great. He's so fucking funny too.
He is.
Him and Conan O'Brien are really good friends. Mm-hmm. So he's been on his show a lot. I love Conan O'Brien. And he's been on the podcast where it's just so funny listening to those two. But I don't know. I think Timothy Olyphant's fucking great. Mm-hmm. And he's in a new show.
He was in one called Justified after.
Which I still have yet to ever watch.
Nathan really liked it.
I heard it was a great show. Mm-hmm. And so on. But was it Alien Earth, I think, is the name of the show. I don't know what outlet it's on. I think that's the name of it. Anyways, I like Timothy Olyphant. Yeah. Plus, his last name is like elephant, which is my favorite animal. Anyways.
So, at the same time Bullock and Starr were establishing their business, another enormously important figure entered the Black Hills, and I have not remembered this name.
Calamity Jane.
She was there.
I know.
We do talk about her briefly.
That's fine.
But I'm going to speak about George Hearst.
Oh, yeah.
You know of George Hearst. I didn't recognize that name. So his son is William Randolph Hearst, who would later become a famous newspaper publisher.
Correct.
But this was George Hearst, who already was one of the most respected mining experts in the American West.
He was a very wealthy man.
So Hearst had built fortunes in silver and mining operations across multiple frontier territories, and he had developed a near legendary reputation for evaluating mining claims.
Sure.
When rumors started spreading about rich quartz deposits near the neighboring settlement of Lead, which is right next door to Deadwood, Hearst sent representatives to investigate. Huh. What they discovered changed the course of Deadwood, basically. Up until that point, much of the gold rush focused on placer mining, where individual prospectors used pans, sluices.
Yep, got a good old sluice.
And a basic hand tool to pull gold from streams and creek beds. Now, I didn't know what a freaking sluice was or sluice box.
Oh, no?
Mm-mm. Simple mining devices used during gold rushes to separate gold from dirt, sand, and gravel.
All the other sediment, yeah. Correct.
Yeah. So that kind of mining created boom towns quickly because almost anybody with a shovel and determination can do this.
Well, yeah, because you're basically, like you said, in the river. You're just literally digging up, which
sediment,
usually it's pretty loose because it's underwater.
Yeah.
And you put it in the box, shake it. And, they had a little, basically we'll call it a screen, I guess. I don't know a better word for it. It's probably got an official term. You shake it through and the shit falls. Like a colander. Sure. The shit you don't want falls through. The shit you do stays.
Cool.
And obviously you pick through it and, I got gold.
Yeah. So placer gold mining rarely lasted forever. So.
Well, it's very quick.
Tedious.
Well, not even that. It's just there's only so much you can dig up.
That's fair. And with as many people that are out there doing that.
Correct.
Yeah.
So because obviously, even though it's underwater and gold is relatively heavy, the little flakes, they stop flowing because this person's got this plot. Right. And then this person downstream has this plot. It's not moving.
Yeah.
So, I mean... There's just not much to it. Whereas, like in mining, you find the veins and stuff in the rock. Whatever. I keep hitting my fucking microphone. Is quite a bit different. So there's just only so much you can do with that type of
way of mining.
And it's not even mining.
Fair.
Really.
Yeah.
It's just
Digging.
Prospecting? I don't know. Either way. I just like saying that word.
So the real wealth hidden inside Black Hills sat deep underground in enormous hard rock ore deposits.
Right.
And extracting that gold required massive industrial operations far beyond the abilities of an ordinary prospector.
Correct, yeah. You needed a full operation for that shit.
And George Hearst recognized this immediately.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So he pushed what became the Homestake Mine, which is still there. And that mine would eventually grow into one of the richest and longest running gold mines in American history.
So, I'm trying to blank now, of course, on this name.
It is not still operating.
No, of course
but it is still there. There's a museum there.
Of course, yeah.
I'm going to visit there.
Oh my God. There's, what do they call it? Is it strip mining? Is that the right term?
Oh, we talked about that with Centralia.
Yeah.
Where they kind of like went in like a...
More or less circular...
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck you would call that.
No.
But they do that out in like Colorado because like obviously Colorado is riddled with mines, and you know how much I love Colorado. I go there a lot. It's riddled with mines. However, there's still gold in those mountains. But it's so sad because they literally are shaving the mountain. Mm-hmm. It's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
I get why. It's more efficient. It's probably less money to do that than sending people down a fucking hole and shit.
Yeah.
Totally, it's safer.
Yeah.
All that shit. But man, it's just depressing seeing them shave a mountain away. It's like, it's like shaving your face, shaving a mountain. Anyways.
So, over time, Homestake Mine produced more than 40 million ounces of gold and operated continuously for well over a century.
Oh, it lasted that long?
Mm-hmm.
Holy Christ.
Yeah.
Wow. So
excuse me.
Did the Hearst family, like descendants, inherit that? Did he sell it? Did other people take it over?
Did not do that research.
Can you do me a favor next week?
Find out.
Yes. Report back.
Report back.
That'd be great.
This is here on location at the Homestake Mine.
I just want to let you know, I still don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm still a buffoon.
Oh, that's great. So, are you guys staying like in the Black Hills?
I have no idea where we're staying.
Because you said your parents got you guys a cabin.
I have no idea where we're staying.
Do you know where you're going besides the state and near Deadwood?
No. I have no idea.
Dwayne and Lorraine, I'm sorry that this is yours.
Rude.
I met your parents. They seem way more in tune with life than you. Just kidding.
I know.
Obviously.
I know. That's right.
That's right. Yep. Could you try and are you going to try and go to this little museum that they have for this?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Take some pictures.
Heck yeah.
We'll put them up on some thing.
Yeah.
Websites of sorts.
One of the things.
One of the things.
So the earliest version of Deadwood had been built around independent prospectors chasing gold with their own little pans and shovels. But once industrial mining companies entered the picture, the economy began shifting towards corporations, wage labor, large-scale operations that required serious money and infrastructure.
Yep.
So slowly, the Black Hills started transforming from a chaotic gold rush into something stabilized and organized.
Which is weird because they're not supposed to do that here.
However, Deadwood still remained fairly chaotic for a little while.
Well, Swearengen.
The streets stayed overly crowded, muddy. Open flames constantly threatened the tightly packed wooden buildings. Well,
because it was all fucking timber.
All timber. Yeah. And violence was common enough that newspapers would report shootings at an unsettling
rate. Well, we lost another 5 today.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And civilization kept appearing anyway.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
it's a boomtown.
The Great Migration West, really. Yeah. I mean, you had the fucking people with the foresight to go right away, but things are still moving west. Can only fit so many people on the East Coast, and blah 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 blah. There they all are. So, no, it makes sense.
So, Businesses still expanded rapidly. Churches were now being established.
Oh.
Newspapers.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, my pearls.
Clutch my purse.
Newspapers circulated gossip. Political arguments happened daily. Theaters staged productions for audiences. And then in September of 1879, Deadwood experienced a disaster everyone should have seen coming.
That's 100 years before I was born. To the month.
The town caught fire, and now it really is Deadwood.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a live wood.
It wasn't a live wood. More specifically...
Yes. How did the fire start?
A coal oil lamp...
Oh, shit.
Reportedly... Tipped over inside a bakery during the early morning hours. Not knowing who did it.
It was the mouse.
Once the flame started spreading, it
would not
stop.
Yeah. Ouch.
So nearly every building in Deadwood had been built from dry pine lumber cut from surrounding Black Hills, which essentially meant the entire town functioned as one enormous wooden tinderbox squeezed narrowly into a canyon.
Gulch. Ravine.
Pardon me. When the fire...
I keep thinking of Shonash Ravine from Back to the Future 3. Anyways.
Such a great film.
I love the third one. A lot of people give a shit.
I love the third one.
I think the third one is way better than the second one. Nothing beats the first, obviously.
Yes, but the third one is fantastic.
Second one's okay, but I love the third one being in the Old West and shit. I think it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Shit, they had fucking ZZ Top in that movie. God damn, that was awesome.
That's true. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the fire reached a hardware store...
Owned by?
Unknown.
I know.
Containing kegs of gunpowder. Explosions sent burning debris flying across the gulch, igniting rooftops.
It's like the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker. Burn.
What is that?
It's from a song.
Nah.
Or two.
Who sings it?
The one that I was referencing is Coal Chamber.
You should let them sing it.
I know, because I do not sing for shit, but at least I'm aware. You, however, have no fucking clue what you're doing.
No, I sound like Cher, okay?
Wow. You sound like Cher's.
Don't
sing too much. We got to pay for this shit. I'm not paying Cher in her plastic surgery.
More than 300 buildings burned.
Out of how many?
400. I don't know.
You're fucking lying. Don't do that shit.
Thousands of people were left homeless, and the town was barely 3 years old.
God damn, that's crazy.
Because Deadwood
is resilient.
Boomtown. They rebuilt immediately.
Well, yeah, and they had plenty of, like you said, the woods of the Black Hills. I mean, well, let's go get some more wood, guys.
Yeah.
We got some mills already. Let's do this shit.
So the rubber had barely cooled before construction crews.
Rubble or rubber?
Rubble.
Okay.
Had barely cooled before construction crews were already rebuilding streets and storefronts and hotels.
Did they still use just the wood? I mean, that's what was available.
This time.
Because remember when Chicago burned?
Yeah.
Those dumb fucks.
Many residents started using brick, stone, and more permanent materials because the fire had finally convinced people that Deadwood could no longer survive as a temporary frontier camp.
No, we just need it to be a town now.
So that rebuilding effort shaped the version of Deadwood that people can recognize today. Mm-hmm. Many of the brick buildings and Victorian facades lining Main Street actually date back to the Reconstruction period after the fire,
right? When
the town collectively made it survive instead of disappear.
Sure.
But no one man who rebuilt bigger than almost anybody else was Mr. Al Swearengen.
Swearengen.
What are you looking up?
Actually, something for you to do out there.
Do we want to talk about it now or after?
I was trying to get it incognito a little bit, but you had to fucking call me out on this shit. You could have kept talking. I was listening. Do you want another one of these before I drink them all? Or are you good?
I'll have a shandy.
Okay. Anyways, carry on with the fucking story, and I'll tell you about it at the end.
Okay, so by the late 1870s, Swearengen had already established himself as one of the most powerful and feared men in Deadwood through his ownership of the Gem Theater. Although calling it a theater was only one part, because the Gem was simultaneously a saloon, a gambling hall, a brothel, an entertainment venue, political meeting place, and criminal enterprise all rolled into one roof.
Yeah, he did not discriminate in what he did. We'll just say that. So
Swearengen understood boomtown psychology perfectly.
Yeah.
Miners arrived exhausted, lonely, hopeful, drunk, and carrying gold dust, which meant almost every vice imaginable could become profitable.
So, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Fleetwood Mac.
Yes.
They have a song called Gold Dust Woman. I'm also not a huge fan of Hole. Do you know the band Hole?
Mm-mm.
Kurt Cobain was married to the lead singer.
Cool.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Do you know who Kurt Cobain is?
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He died.
How? He was murdered.
At 27.
Yeah.
See?
Who else died at 27?
Fucking know who that is. Amy Winehouse.
Fuck her.
And
Jimi Hendrix.
Right. Of the Doors. I listen.
Of the Doors?
No? Was he not from the Doors?
No, he's black.
Oh, that's Jim Morrison. My bad.
Jimi Hendrix, like one of the greatest guitar fucking players ever.
Sure is.
I don't even know where your stupidity fucking derailed me. Oh my God, where the fuck was I even going with this? Jesus Christ. Gold Dust Woman. That was a song. Anyways, fucking
we
move on.
We're going off on tangents.
Christ.
Okay, let's reel it in.
I'm fine. You're the one who doesn't know shit.
While respectable businessmen tried building some version of civilized society in Deadwood, Swearengen...
You don't know who Nirvana is? That's my favorite band. Jesus.
Swearengen built an empire around the exact opposite, and it made him enormously wealthy.
Oh, fuck yeah. He did all the shady shit. I mean, that's where people went to is like, you need something done, I take care of you, but you're going to pay me. All that whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was what's a good way to put it? He was like the mob, mafia, whatever you want to call it, of Deadwood.
Yeah.
More or less, for lack of a better description. But he, like, I would assume gave you protection if you paid him kind of shit. But, you know, he got shit done that wasn't favorable for everybody.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
So the Gem reportedly earned staggering amounts of money. Some estimates claimed the establishment brought in thousands of dollars a night through gambling, liquor sales, prostitution, and entertainment.
Sex work.
So if we're talking about just $1,000 in a single night in 1879, we're talking $33,000 today.
We'll check the math.
Is that not insane?
$33,000 a day.
If we're talking just $1,000, and reports say a couple potentially.
Right. So how much is $33,000 a day for a whole year? All right, wasn't part of my research.
So prize fights were staged inside cramped rings while singers and dancers and comedians and gamblers performed for crowds of miners eager to spend whatever money they had dug out of them hills.
Well, it's funny because, you know, they go there, these people went there to get rich, right?
Yes.
However, not everything goes to plan.
No.
So it's like, well, I got some of this. I'm going to have a good time today.
I'm going to drink some.
I'm going to have some cocktails.
Yep.
And it's funny because, like...
I'm going to have some cocktails and some Trixie.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was getting to. But it's also funny because it's like, they go up and they just, I'll take another shot of whiskey. And it's funny because they use like I don't know if it's actual bullet bourbon bottles in that show, but that's not where that came from. That's a different story. Anyways, but I think they use those bottles in there. It's a show. Anyways, but it's like they always pour shots. Because obviously it's not like ice was readily available. No. So they just had a shot.
If you've seen A Million Ways to Die in the West, people die from ice.
Yes, they do. But it's like, could you imagine me living in this time? I couldn't drink warm liquor. Just can't do it. But it's not like they also had like kegerators for beer. You know?
Yeah.
Do you know what a kegerator is? You
a gave keg, me yeah.
No, that's a keg. A kegerator is what a keg goes into.
Into a fridge?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have so much to learn, young Padawan.
The gem also had a dark reputation.
Yes, correct.
Women were often recruited from eastern cities, through misleading advertisements.
Correct.
Promising respectable work, only to arrive in Deadwood trapped in systems of debt, coercion, and prostitution.
Correct.
Violence inside the gem became common enough that many residents simply accepted it as a part of life.
Which is wild that you go all this way. A lot of them from probably New York or big towns from the East Coast, and then they get there and they're like, "I guess I'm a whore now."
Yeah. So
it's just wild.
Gunfights between drunken customers barely counted as unusual. Frontier newspapers, which were not known for moral outrage, occasionally hinted at how brutal the place could be.
Yep.
One paper described the gem as tastefully arranged.
Tastefully arranged. Wow, okay.
Optimistic.
Yep.
Then the fire of 1879 destroyed the gem.
It did take it down.
And Swearengen immediately rebuilt.
Of course, because he's not going to let his whore empire go to ashes. He's like a phoenix.
Fire repeatedly destroyed sections of town, but the residents kept building larger, stronger, and more permanent each time.
Good.
Saloons reopened, businesses returned, and hotels expanded.
Yeah.
Yes. At the same time, another side of Deadwood was emerging. The town was becoming surprisingly modern. Electric lights appeared in Deadwood by the early 1880s.
That's wild.
Not long after the technology itself became commercially available elsewhere in the country.
It's kind of crazy that they were like I guess call it a front runner for electricity in town. That's wild.
Telephone, excuse me.
Wow. We are also a podcast for reasons why you shouldn't drink.
So telegraph lines.
Ahoy hoy.
Telegraph lines.
There it is.
Linked Deadwood to the outside world.
Yep.
And people often picture it as permanently frozen in like some rough and tumble cowboy version of the frontier.
Not at all.
But the town evolved so fast.
Yes.
So the people living there actively wanted modernity.
Modernity?
Modernity.
Is that a word? What
They
are you trying to say?
Modern.
They wanted to modernize the town?
But it's like modernity.
Where did you come up with this word?
My brain.
No, you didn't.
They wanted railroads and theaters and businesses and infrastructure. They wanted Deadwood to matter.
Yeah.
The town also became far more diverse than many modern depictions of the Wild West, such as Chinese immigrants.
Yeah, Swearengen.
They established a major community in Deadwood, operating laundries and restaurants and grocery stores. At one point, I have to cough again. Excuse me. At one point, Deadwood's Chinatown became one of the largest Chinese communities anywhere east of San Francisco.
Isn't that fucking wild?
It's so cool.
Wow.
One businessman, Wing Tzu,
Wing Su. Is that the one who always called him Swearengen?
I don't know.
It's probably not, but
reportedly arrived in Deadwood working as a cook before selling mining claims and eventually opened a successful mercantile business importing silk, porcelain, tea, herbs, and other goods in the Black Hills.
Nice.
His children attended local public schools, and members of the Chinese community participated in civic events alongside other residents of the town. At the same time,
yes,
discrimination and exclusion remained constant realities.
Well, I mean, we are talking about the Wild West, not the politically correct West. So,
the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 gradually devastated many Chinese communities across the American West. And over time, Deadwood's Chinatown slowly declined despite the enormous amount of Chinese residents.
Right.
It banned most Chinese laborers from entering the country and made it extremely difficult for Chinese immigrants already living in America to become citizens.
Yeah, isn't that crazy how that worked?
Yes.
Yeah. And now China just wants to kill everybody.
And although through all this growth, one fact remained: Deadwood was still incredibly isolated.
Well, yeah. I mean, look where it is.
Before railroads finally reached the Black Hills, nearly everything entering or leaving town traveled by stagecoach or freight wagon.
Or horse.
Yes, across dangerous routes stretching hundreds of miles.
Yeah.
Gold shipments leaving the hills became prime robbery targets, which meant armed guards often accompanied treasure coaches.
Oh yes. That was a huge business because you would be, I mean, they would send a lot of the gold they would get back east because a lot of investors out east were funding this, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they security became a huge fucking business. You literally have people with shotguns sitting on your fucking stagecoach, like, back the fuck off, dude, or I'll shoot you.
Yeah.
Kind of shit. Or just they'll shoot and we'll ask you later.
Some of these guards developed reputations almost as intimidating as the outlaws.
Yeah.
The famous Deadwood stage eventually became legendary across the country. I have not heard of the Deadwood stage.
I want to say I have only because I've been there.
It was a famous stagecoach line that carried passengers, mail, gold, and supplies between Deadwood and the nearest railroad connections during the Black Hills Gold Rush.
Maybe I haven't. It sounds familiar, but I don't recall. So
this isolation shaped the culture of the town.
Yeah.
Traveling theater companies rotated through regularly because entertainment options remained limited, and goods arriving from eastern cities could take weeks or months to reach the Black Hills.
Okay.
Every object inside Deadwood carried value because replacing anything required time,
expensive as fuck,
money, and patience.
Yeah.
Then finally in 1890, the railroad arrived.
Hallelujah.
And in a lot of ways, that marked the true end of frontier Deadwood.
Correct. It was now being modernized Deadwood. Yeah.
The railroad connected the Black Hills directly to national markets, industrial supply chains, immigration routes, and transportation networks across the country.
Right.
Suddenly, goods became easier to move, travel became faster, the sense of isolation in Deadwood was finally starting to disappear. The wild boomtown was becoming a permanent American city.
Yeah, it wasn't so much I just keep going back to the Wild West. It was becoming more structured.
Yeah.
Yes. Excuse me.
As Deadwood moved into the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the town transformed from a rough frontier mining camp into more polished and ambitious. Yeah. The same settlement that once consisted of muddy streets, gambling halls, now developed paved roads and libraries and operas and electric lighting. One of the clearest symbols of that transformation came from the same man who had originally arrived in Deadwood selling hardware on a wagon.
Hell yeah.
Seth Bullock.
Yep.
Another destructive fire swept through part of the business district, burning Another destructive fire swept through part of the business district during the 1890s.
Yes.
And Bullock decided not to simply rebuild his hardware store. Instead, him and Sol Star built the Bullock Hotel.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't know if I knew that.
And that is still standing.
Nice.
Maybe not in its entirety.
Yeah, but something of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't recall everything I saw when I was there. It was also almost 9 years ago. I've had a few beers since then. So I really enjoyed going there, though. And that was like, so the whole trip, this is when Sarah and I got married. We got married out in Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park, in Colorado, stayed there for a week. And then she and I, obviously this is pre-kids, we went to Devil's Tower in Wyoming. We went to Deadwood. We stayed there. We went to the Black Hills, stayed in this cool cabin there. We stayed at Custer State National Park, which was fucking awesome.
We're going to go there.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Lots of buffalo, bison, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I have to tell you about. This is very close to Deadwood. So I want you to go. I think you should check this out. I think you would like this. And it's from, anyways, we'll get into it. But it was really cool. Just to kind of like be there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched this show and I love that show and I really want to watch that show now. I just want to, it's so good. I've rewatched it multiple times, but I don't know. Anyways.
So the Bullock Hotel was designed to impress people.
Fuck yeah.
Built from sandstone hauled out by nearby canyons. Wow. Nope, canyons.
What the fuck?
We're going to give him a second.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Nearby cannons?
Canyons.
That's a very specific why you need there.
So the hotel featured red velvet carpet.
Yeah, it did.
Brass chandeliers, oak woodwork, steam heat, elegant dining rooms, and private guest rooms furnished with brass beds and dressers. And for people who still remembered Deadwood with tents and mud and creek water, this was probably really surreal for them.
Super luxurious. Yeah. Obviously.
So within roughly 20 years, Deadwood had gone from open gunfights and collapsing cabins to luxury accommodations.
Sure.
And the town kept modernizing.
Yeah.
The Franklin Hotel opened in the early 1900s with electric lights, elevators, telephones, barbershops, and formal dining areas. Yeah. Brick buildings lined Main Street with electric lamps that lit the road at night. Theaters hosted traveling performers. Libraries opened. The government buildings rose above old boomtown architecture. And by the early 20th century, Deadwood no longer looked like a temporary mining camp.
It was a town.
It was a full-on town.
Yeah.
Yes. But beneath the growth, Deadwood still depended heavily on gold.
Oh.
And over time, that dependence became a problem.
Well, yeah, and that's why, like you said, what'd you say, 25, it wasn't 1,000, it was 2,500 people? What was the number of people at one point reportedly?
Up to 25,000.
25,000. And you said, what's the town population now, 1,300?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how most mining towns, boomtown, whatever the hell you want to call it, mining town, they pop up, there's so many in Colorado. Georgetown, super small fucking place. The only reason why you know of Georgetown, Colorado, is because once they had gold.
Yeah.
Now there's some shit left over, more or less. They got a cool fucking railroad ride. It's awesome. Anyways, but like Deadwood, Georgetown, Breckenridge, even whatever, they're all created because they were mining towns.
Yeah.
More or less. And once the shit goes, ain't gonna sustain what it was.
Yeah.
So people move on.
Yeah.
Or it starts dwindling because less people are coming. Whatever it might be. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
So the Homestake Mine remained incredibly successful for decades, employing thousands of workers and producing enormous amounts of gold.
Yeah.
But Deadwood itself increasingly became more of a supply, entertainment, and commercial center rather than the true source of mining wealth. So that economic power sat mostly in the neighboring town of Lead, where Homestake industrial mining operations dominated the region.
Sure.
Deadwood benefited from the mine's success, but it never controlled it.
No, because it wasn't part of it.
At the same time, the world around Deadwood kept changing.
Mm-hmm.
Railroads connected the Black Hills to the rest of the country, industries modernized, and the roughest aspects of frontier life slowly faded away. Prohibition arrived in the early 20th century.
Worst thing ever.
Deadwood often treated prohibition laws as more of a polite recommendation.
Not gotta do it.
Yep. Gambling and prostitution continued operating quietly through back rooms and unofficial arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, the town's population declined.
Sure.
Mining became industrialized and required fewer workers. Younger generations moved elsewhere searching for different opportunities, while tourism slowly began replacing mining as one of the town's major economic drivers.
Right.
Especially after nearby attractions like Mount Rushmore, which was carved between 1927 and 1941, brought travelers into the Black Hills during the 20th century.
Right.
And slowly, Deadwood realized its greatest resource was no longer gold. It was history.
Correct. Yep.
The town itself has become valuable because people remained fascinated by the mythology.
That's why I went there.
Same. That's why I want to go there.
I knew about Deadwood and its history and so on. Obviously, I didn't go there thinking, I'm going to strike it rich. Obviously not. I was there 9 fucking years ago. I wanted to go there because it's fucking Deadwood. Look at the history. Hickok getting killed and all this lawlessness and Swearengen and blah, 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 blah. I think, and that's also one of the things why I love doing this with you, is the history of it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep the history of it. It was there for a reason.
Yeah.
It's still there because of that reason. It might not be what it once was, but
what is?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Really.
Everything evolves.
Correct. Or goes away.
Yeah.
And if something like that was born out of this, holy shit, again, there's gold in them, their hills, and it's still around, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You think about it. Look how many cities over the course of civilization, whether, especially like in Greece and so on, that are just fucking decimated and lost to time. But, our country is celebrating its 250th anniversary this year. It hasn't been around that long. So take that with a grain of salt in terms of timing. But it's like, that's part of our upbringing, right?
Yeah.
It's part of our growth as a country. And I don't know, it's fucking cool.
It is cool.
I like old shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be able to get into a fucking time machine and go strolling down the fucking muddy streets of Deadwood, but preferably come back and take a shower. But either way, whatever. You know what I mean? It's the history. This is why we do what we do, because you and I enjoy history. It's just fun to learn about this shit because it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
So, by the middle of the 20th century, many historic buildings had fallen into decline.
Disarray.
In 1987, another major fire
fucking hell
destroyed several historic structures downtown.
Okay.
But strangely, that disaster helped save Deadwood.
How?
Local leaders pushed aggressively to legalize gambling again.
Yep.
Arguing that,
like I said, when I was there, gambling.
Arguing that casino revenue could help fund historic preservation and revive the local economy.
Sure.
In 1989, South Dakota voters approved legalized gaming in Deadwood, making it one of the few legal gambling destinations in the country at the time.
Right, yeah.
Suddenly, the very thing that helped build Deadwood in the first place returned again.
Like, we're back, baby.
Yeah. Historic buildings were restored and hotels reopened and tourism exploded. Casinos moved into renovated Victorian structures lining Main Street.
Yeah.
And millions of visitors began arriving every year, drawn by the mix of authentic frontier history and modern entertainment.
You don't want to go there with this shiny new fucking building. You want to go see something old.
Yeah.
But you want some modern amenities.
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Right?
I'll stay in this tent, but is there electricity?
I'll stay in this tent. Is there a roof over my head with a kitchen and a kitchenette and a fucking bathroom? Cool. Why is there a tent in my room?
So Deadwood's population today sits around 1,300 people, tiny fractions of the numbers that it once was.
Sure. But it's not a boom town no more. It's a nostalgic town.
It is a nostalgic town.
So
I like that.
Yeah,
so nostalgic town.
There's obviously a lot of history to it, as we just covered. And it's not so much, there's the nostalgia of it. It's like, this is what America was at this time. And this is persevered to our time. And yes, does it look different? Obviously, of course it does. That's fucking 140 years ago.
Yeah.
We're talking about. So things are going to change. And like you said, fires burnt down these buildings.
Like
now,
3 times?
Three or four times, whatever the fuck it was. And now they're rebuilding with brick and so on. So it's not going to look like it was.
Yeah.
And you don't have fucking muddy fucking roads through the gulch or the ravine or whatever. You have roads that are paved and so on. They probably got potholes because, America. But it's like, it's the nostalgia of what was. And it was the history, again, which is what we do here. So hopefully somebody enjoyed this more than me and you, because I really enjoyed this one. Because I know of Deadwood. I've been there. That was a destination intentional on our honeymoon for Sarah and I. And it was fucking great. So, are you done with your story?
No.
You still have more to go. I'm so sorry.
I have just a little bit left.
Okay.
Nearly 2 million visitors pass through the town annually.
Sure.
Walking streets that look similar to the rebuilt Deadwoods of the 1880s.
Yeah.
Deadwood began as an illegal settlement built on disputed land during a gold rush that should have collapsed under the weight of violence, fire, disease, greed, mud, and logistical insanity, but it persevered.
Yep.
It survived gunfights, floods, economic collapse, mining decline, prohibition, fires, and changing centuries.
Yep.
It reinvented itself repeatedly while somehow holding on to the mythology that made it famous in the first place.
It had to reinvent itself, yep.
The creek still runs beneath the streets.
Yep.
Brick buildings still rise above the gulch.
Yep.
And the town that was once grew out of dead trees, gold fever, and somehow became a long-term poor planning opportunity into something permanent.
Yeah, for sure.
That is the history of Deadwood, and I can't wait to see it in person in a few days.
I am so excited you get to go see it because like I said, obviously, I've been there. Knowing you like I do, I know you're going to enjoy it. However, there is, just outside of Deadwood, maybe it's even included in the township, whatever you want to call it, there's a little museum called Tatanka, Story of the Bison.
Oh.
Now, I'm looking at it. It's open daily for this 2026 season, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Last admission at 4:30. Don't go there at 4:30.
Got it.
Or after. Do you know whose museum this is?
I don't.
Kevin Costner's.
No shit.
Because of
I just rewatched Bodyguard like 2 nights ago.
That's weird. Dances with the Wolves? You've seen it?
Yes, I've seen. Okay. No, I've not seen it.
You have never seen?
I don't think so.
Wait, what?
I don't think so.
All right, we got to end this podcast. We're going to watch a movie. You've never?
I don't think so.
You've never seen Dances with Wolves?
I don't think so.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, you uncultured swine.
You said it. I agree with it, but you said it. So I want to say it's just out. Like we went to this and then went into Deadwood.
Okay. Kind
of thing.
Okay.
I'll tell you more about it later. I don't know how much tickets are, but yeah, it's on 100 Tatanka Drive, Deadwood, South Dakota. So it's in Deadwood. Cool. You're only $12.
$12.
24. Nathan will pay. I think it's cool. They got some cool old shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a very good job, but it's funded and started by Kevin Costner.
Very cool.
So it's very cool. They obviously have some, I think it was some like a video playing some footage of his movie, whatever, blah blah blah. But it's really neat, and it was something that we didn't expect to do, but it was very cool that we did it, kind of thing. So
nice, thank you.
But yeah, so it's called Tatanka, Story of the Bison. Kevin Costner, also a national treasure.
He is a national treasure.
Not sure about Waterworld, but whatever. I mean, to each your own. He is a great actor and director, but yeah. I think you guys should go check that out. If you're going to Deadwood, it's not that far.
Yeah.
If you have time, I think you should check that out too. But go see Deadwood first, because that's what I would do.
Yeah.
We had enough time. We checked out both, but it was really neat, and that whole area is so underrated. People give the Dakotas, we'll lump them together right now, so much shit. Like, I've never been to North Dakota.
I've not either.
Cannot speak on that. South Dakota has some awesome fucking areas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mainly around the Black Hills. Yes, there's a long stretch of South Dakota that sucks fucking balls. And for the love of God, please, will you promise me, don't go to Wall Drug? You're going, aren't you?
Well, I want to now. Welp.
I suppose. All right, buffoons, that's it for today's episode.
Buckle up, because we've got another historical adventure waiting for you next time. Feeling hungry for more buffoonery? Or maybe you have a burning question or a wild historical theory for us to explore?
Hit us up on social media. We're History Buffoons Podcast on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also email us at historybuffoonspodcast@gmail.com. We are Bradley and Kate. Music by Corey Akers.
Follow us wherever you get your podcasts and turn those notifications on to stay in the loop.
Until next time, stay curious and don't forget to rate and review us.
Remember, the buffoonery never stops.